This is my review on season 1 of The Last Son of Krypton. This is the episode of Superman the Animated Series, season 1. Now, this episode is split into 3 parts, but it was also released as a feature film with all 3 parts connected, playing, edited together, straight to DVD and VHS back in the day when it later down the line. I think it was after the series ended, though. Could be wrong about that, though. Anyway, so this is basically reimagining of the origin story of for Superman. And Krypton and, setting up a villain, Brainiac. As he saves himself and lets Krypton blow up and millions of people die because he was a selfish prick. Basically, Brainiac's AI, artificial intelligence, that's total selfish and evil 100% pretty much, to the core of his nature. Once he, develops his own personal thinking of way of life and values, blah blah blah. But that's not really explored. That's kind of glanced over in this origin story. But it is revealed that Krypton is going to explode, and his calculations and all of his studies are actually dead on accurate. Kal-El's father, Jor-El, Superman's biological alien father, was right the entire time and lied to the council and everyone of Krypton, and he doesn't understand why he lied. And it's because he's a selfish person, a selfish life form, basically, and he's an evil bastard. So, bringing, I guess, the entire squad of police force that work with Krypton, make him want to fusion and hunting him, shooting at him, shooting to kill him. Jor-El's making a break for this really cool, intense action, chasing, and makes it straight to home. And the police are waiting outside. So Jor-El plans to launch his baby into a rocket. It was in a rocket into space to planet Earth. Is where it lands. And so Jor-El's father-in-law laws them off of Jor-El by getting them to follow him by posing as Roosevelt and hopping into his ride and taking his car. Meanwhile, Bob, um, Joe and his wife were just saying the goodbyes to each other. Joe offers to go that he can make it a way for her to come with him. But would take a time, but probably, but so she voluntarily stays with him as Krypton blows up, and Clark takes on the name Clark. And gets taken by these two young couple, and the infant lives on Earth and takes on the name Clark Kal-El after he arises Earth and wakes up from his spot that he landed in on Earth. Yeah, so they talk about it and they decide to bring him in as and raise him as their own. It's very weird the circumstances where they found him in. And little did he not know, but he has super strength. Carlo actually used his super strength on his father and broke one of his bones. His finger pretty much sprained it. It sounds like he sprained it. I mean, sprained, not broke. But sure, it's something cracked. Oh. So, Carlo knows he's gaining more and more powers as he gets once he starts hitting puberty around that age. He really starts to notice like he's noticing his abilities really are. He basically tells Lana about it and talks to her about it, and then something goes wrong. Car starts going too. He hears the car going really fast and starts slowing down, and he runs after it and tries to avoid. Cloud. He basically tries to stop the accident from happening, and says as many lies as possible in the process before anyone gets really badly hurt. Anyway, he stops the car, and then he saves the kid from fire and find out that he's practically fireproof. And he did, and because his wounds instantly healed. Well, not fight, but he's just a fast healer. I'm sorry, I got my words mixed up. Shit. Fuck. So, but his burns heal very instantly, pretty much, after he got exited the fire. And Lana's of his friend was lost with words after seeing that he really has a bad scratch on, Billy has a scratch on him, and he perfectly finds. Mm-hmm. So he talks about his parents about this, and they show him the truth and show him the ship he came in, and this like little thing that came with him looks like some sort of puzzle, but couldn't get open. So he coincidentally can get open just by examining who he is. Basically, the puzzle basically opens, and you know, basically, it's a little message from his parents before they died for him to see when he's old enough and of right enough age to witness the conversation on the stand, and that he's the last of his kind at that right age. So they dumped the whole thing on him in the message, and he doesn't take it well. And he's a little mad, but then he discovers he can fly, and so he gets over it. And quite quickly after discovering his ability to fly, and he just having fun with his ability to fly. And then he's cut to him in his adult years as he takes on the role of a reporter for the Daily Planet in his adult years, and he meets Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen. Pretty much become buds with them. And so when Superman saves Lois and reveals himself to everybody, the public, and stops crime and saves the day, they want to know who he is, and he decides to basically make a personal interview for himself with Miss Lane after talking about with his folks and getting the idea from them. There's mom and pop. So he says he's only here to help, and he's not here to scare anybody. Does just help out every now and then if he can. So she's a little like not really sure to believe him because she makes a comment that he seems a little too good to be true. So the interviews of and so is over, and Riz using it somewhere else. As his Clark Kent persona, Amanda persona, yeah, he knows that something's off and hears something and then looks through the wall with his X-ray vision and realized that the attack on Lex was coming, and it's basically a job for Superman. And Clark Kent to disappear. So, which leads to some great action and really lots of cool action. And turns out Lex was behind his own attack. Superman finds that out and overhears Lex. And at the end of the episode, outside his window, Lex is building at Lex Club. And that's when he overhears Lex. But in the meantime, Superman is basically, chasing a wild goose chase in the meantime. And, yeah. The climax is pretty cool. After Superman has to save Lois from getting gunned down by a bunch of machine guns, and takes all the bullets and saves her, tells her to get out of here, and has to take on this guy in this major exoskeleton suit that takes on Superman with brute force. Mm-hmm. But Superman comes out on top anyway. And makes like scared and very pissed off because he's not saying anything, and so Lex goes from being shocked and scared to trying to control the situation to being just pissed off because Superman's not saying anything. And his response is that he'll be watching Luthor and keep an eye on him. It ends on that note, but also ends on a little the return of Brainiac and him killing a bunch of innocent aliens he doesn't know of. And so basically teases the return of Brainiac and Superman going against him eventually. Ten out of 10. The Last Son of Krypton is a 10 out of 10. Episode The Last Son of Krypton, 10 out of 10. Superman the Animated Series. This episode was terrific. It's a great starting off point, I thought. And this is also my favorite version of Superman so far. Even after the starting off point, And I like him even more as series goes on, I felt. But so I'm going to talk about the other episodes some other day. In another video. Separate videos to get. And your own individual videos those episodes are going to get, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Like this video, please. Check out more of my videos, maybe. and try to get notified for all my videos with the little belt logo. Just, okay. Bye. 10 out of 10 this is.